Welcome to another Let's Go Fishing video, the Lake Guide series. It's now spring, Murray Cod closed season in the rivers, but still got Blowering Dam open in New South Wales and Copton Dam. So I'm now doing the Lake Guide series on Blowering, and I've got the next couple of days here. Hopefully I can catch a fish. It all looks really good. Got a good weather this time around, low winds, clear skies, nice moon. So I'm really hoping I can get into a fish here. Blowering Dam is one of the tougher dams, but super excited to spend the next couple of days looking around, checking it all out. But it's already 5:30 in the afternoon, sorry, 5 in the afternoon, and the sun's getting pretty close to going down. I got my rod rigged, so I'm gonna jump straight on and start looking for a fish and get into it. Bring you guys along for the ride. Nothing yet, it's dark, but this place is a big nighttime fishery, so I've got the screen going and trying to drive around looking at this. Wow, that was a very tough afternoon night session. Didn't see many fish at all, and then the fish I did see chased after it but did not eat it. So it's about 9 o'clock now. I'm gonna go to sleep early and get up and try again at 4 in the morning. Don't want to do heaps of night fishing, but gave it a decent crack tonight, a couple of hours in the dark, and yeah, not seeing much. So not a good start, not an ideal start, but I'm sure they're going to be out and about in the morning. So I'm going to go to sleep and I'll see you guys at 4 in the morning. Okay, I am really rugged up this morning. It is freezing cold, really cold, but I'm going to start looking, get into it. I'm confident. I'll get a coffee on the go already. Hopefully I can find some fish this morning. Start looking. With this cast, I've got a fish there at 16 metres. I cast out at 20 metres and my lure's coming for it. I sadly lose the lure off the screen as the boat drifts, but this other fish comes out of absolutely nowhere. You can see it coming now. It's right behind my lure. It's got my nose on my lure now, but just turns and doesn't eat it. Comes all the way into 10 metres, super close on it, but just doesn't eat it. I didn't even see that fish, but it came out of nowhere. Alright, it's prime time now, first light in the morning, and I just had that fish there, see on the screen recording, just absolutely come up off the bottom and charge on it. I was actually casting at a different fish, and that thing just charged on it but didn't eat it. Just super disappointing, but hopefully I can find another one here somewhere. Got him. Got him. Ooh. Oh man, I thought I was gonna get skunked there. But got a nice one. Alright. Man, that water is incredibly clear. He got a whole bunch bigger when I lifted him out of the water. I didn't think he was that big, but man, he's a beautiful fish. So fat. So that, focus in there, camera, come on. There's that 9-inch Swimjig, was the one that did the damage this morning. Man, he is a beautiful fish. Incredibly heavy. So heavy. What a fish. What a fish. Look at the fatness of this thing. It's incredibly fat and heavy. Alright, bringing him back. Crystal clear water. Such nice water. Unbelievable. Oh, so sick. Oh, wow. I really think it wasn't going to happen this morning. Got up early at 4, just didn't find a whole lot. And then on that first light period, I only found that one fish that, as you saw on the screen, came up, put his nose on it and raged on it, but just didn't eat it. And I was really starting to lose hope because the sun's come over the hill there. It's literally on the hills behind me. And found that fish. I didn't get time to screen record, but it was light anyway. And I had 2 GoPros running. I had chest and head. I don't even know what one I had on, but anyway, hopefully I got it. And yeah, he just absolutely crunched it, that fish. Like, as soon as I brought it over him, he got vertical, and then I just kept winding, and he just smoked the 9-inch swim jig. So stoked with that, but I'm gonna get back fishing, keep looking. Not the meatery, about probably 90 centimeters, that one, but beautiful fish. And I'm stoked with that, but keep looking, see if I can find a meatery. Monster size Murray cod, fish swimming there. Alright, got one. Oh, hindsight stopped working. Somehow hindsight stopped working right as I hooked up, but I got him. I got the blowering cod in the daytime too. That is sick. That is so sick. There's a big snag there. See that massive snag? I just saw a bit of movement in the snag, so rolled the big 11-inch swim jig over top of the snag, and I just saw him materialise, and he grabbed it. Oh, that was so sick. There he is. Just get a tiny bit of footage before I lift him in. Beautiful clear water. Swim jig got him so good right across the head. So clear, this water. Ridiculous. First I'm gonna... First thing I'm gonna do here actually is, this fish has got a hook right near his eye, which you never want to see. I really don't want him going blind. So the other hook's in fine in his jaw. So what I'm going to do is, before that other hook does get in his eye, is just pop that out. A pair of pliers here. Got the pliers. I'm going to pop it out before it does go. Okay. That one's out. Beautiful. Alright, get my arm under him. Alright, got my arm under him to lift him up. There he is. Little nugget. Well, I shouldn't say little. It's probably still 90 centimeters or something, but yeah, beautiful fish. Absolutely beautiful fish. Crunch the big 11-inch, eh? Go the big 11-inch. Awesome. Get one during the daylight. But I am gonna throw him back in the water while he's still on the hook, quickly get the drone up and let him swim off on the drone. Should look epic in this clear water. Let's get him back. It's been all good, just chilling while I do that, but the hook is now out. The hook is now out and the drone is now up. Watch him power off in this beautiful clear water. Oh, so good. Alright, well, ended up being very happy with how that morning turned out. Didn't think it was going to happen because no action early or in the dark, but then it was like once it started getting light, they kind of turned on. Got those couple of fish. Unfortunately, neither of them over the magic meter mark, but that doesn't matter. I'm stoked to catch fish in here, and to catch them during the light is even better. Got some awesome photos of them, and I'd probably rather catch a couple like that in the light than a metre in the dark. But still got tonight to go for the metery, but I'm wrapped either way now. That was really good. Yeah, it's nice to find a fish in here and get a look at them in that beautiful clear water. So amazing. It's about, I think it's about 10 o'clock or something. And I've been seeing a few yellows about, so I'm gonna get the grub on and go chase a couple of yellows during the day today, I think. All right, we got ourselves a yellow. Beautiful. Beautiful yellow. All right, water's so clear, I'll do an underwater release. Yep, got him. Oh, that's sick. There's a bunch down there. Oh, he's going for it, this one. Might be a better fish, I think. Man, he's going for it. Oh, he's got me in the tree. No. Gotta get him out. Put him out. Oh, he had me in the tree for a bit there. Oh yeah, that is a big yellow. That is a really big yellow. Woo! Big tank. That was so sick on the live. So sick. That is big golden. That is a big golden. All right, there he is. As you can see, that is quality yellow. Quality yellow. I'll chuck him on the measure. They're not super fat in here, which I'm surprised about. The cod are super fat, but yeah, he's not that fat of a yellow. Still an absolute cracker. I reckon he'll go close to 60. Right, just give him a quick measure there. He's 58 centimeters, so not quite the 60 that we're after. Get him back in the water. Come on, buddy. All right, so it would turn out there is not a lot of standing timber in Blowering at all. Like, most of the banks are very bare. Been doing a lot of driving around now. I haven't found any, but that's all right. I'll keep going. I'll find some, because that sapling that I did find submerged had some fish on it, so keep looking. All right, so that's the yellows down there. You see their tree just dropped down to the bottom of the tree. Just gonna shake it back up. Oh, yep. Got him. He nearly ate it off the bottom, that one. There's a few down there too. Oh, look at this one coming out of the top of the tree. He's going all right. A couple more down there. How many more are down there? 1, 2, another 2 at least down there. Oh, he's all right again. It's not too bad at all. There we go. Another beautiful little yellow. Black grub, that one. Let him go. See you, buddy. Out of here. Proper out of here. After catching a couple of yellows, I just wanted to put this quick screen recording in here of the live to show you guys exactly what they look like. So as you can see here, I got a tree pretty well directly below the boat, below the transducer. There's a big cod over to the right, just mooching around below the tree. He's deeper than 10 meters and middle of the day, so not interested in what I'm offering, and I don't really want to catch him deeper than 10 meters anyway. So I'm jigging away for the yellows on the top of the tree, and as you can see, there's 2 or 3 shining blobs in the top of the tree, and they're the yellow belly. And you can see my vibe is just my little soft plastic, is just going up and down in the top of the tree trying to convince these yellows to bite. But if you're wondering what they look like, that's what they look like. All right, well, that was a sick sesh. Super stoked to get a couple of cod and a couple of yellows like that. And now it's just the most beautiful glass off sunny day. Really nice, but it's actually quite hot, beautiful spring day. So I'm gonna take a bit of time off, have a good feed for lunch, and then I've actually just met Jimmy B on the water, and Jimmy B is a local fly fisherman in the area who does run some charters and guides in this area, and he's going to take me out this afternoon to see if we can see what Murray cod on fly is all about. So super excited for that. It'll be something different. I've never caught a Murray cod on a fly. It'll be cool just to see Jimmy do it, but yeah, something a little bit different for this afternoon. I'll head out with Jimmy, and then tomorrow morning I'll be back in my boat trying to crack a blowering meatery. But excited to do something different this afternoon, and hopefully we can find a fish. But I'm gonna have some lunch, and I'll see you guys with Jimmy B this afternoon. All right, I'm out for the afternoon sesh. Jumped on board with Jimmy. Jimmy's just gonna explain a little bit about his business up here, and if you guys want to jump on, give you a few tips on how to find him.
Yeah, so Snowy Valley's fly fishing started up this last summer season chasing trout, and then we've managed to progress into chasing cod, something that I've laid myself into pretty heavily over the last couple of years out here. And now we've got this cool little rig here, fitted out with some pretty snazzy Garmin gear, and yeah, we've been putting some runs on board for fly and spin anglers and having a good time. It's awesome. I love it.
Yeah, so Snowy Valley's fly fishing, if you want to look him up on Instagram and Facebook, is it?
Instagram and Facebook, yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, he's been catching a few big cod on fly, which is pretty awesome, something I've never done. So it'd be super cool tonight if Jimmy can get one on fly, who knows, I might even have a chuck at one as well, but just something different. And yeah, it's a beautiful afternoon, so we're going to get into it, see if we can find a fish, and we'll see how we go. I was going too quick.
Yeah, I'd be rolling.
Another one.
Go.
Sun's just going down, just getting into prime time, casting away. All over top of these other cats, so carp. It ain't a carp, it just jammed it like.
Oh, what's that up here, so it was out of nowhere to grab that, hey?
Beautiful. Whoa, we got him. Sick, dude. Sick, man. That's
good on
awesome. That's awesome.
That's right.
Super stoked with that. Come out straight away and get one late in the afternoon. Oh, the hooks are out nice and easy. There's a little tank. Swim jig popped out the net, which makes it easy. And here's a little nugget. Absolute little nugget. Stoked with that. Bit of local knowledge, straight on the fish. Alright, get the little tank back. They're incredibly heavy for their length in here. Such fat fish. He's ready to go. Gonna soak me in. No. Awesome. That's a bloody good start to the night. Hopefully we can keep it going. It's just starting to get dark. Jimmy's up with the fly, just getting it ready. We've got plenty of fish on the screen, so hopefully it's good. But while it's dark, we're just gonna have to screen record on the Garmin for the bites, and then if we hook up, I'll switch the light on straight away. But yeah, next thing you see is probably some big cod on the screen, hopefully chasing down a fly and eating it. He's got him right at the boat. Oh, that's sick, man. So good. Back on the reel.
Just saves it. Saves it being an absolute yard sale when they go flicking back up again.
Didn't even get time to record on the Garmin. Just the next fish, straight on into it. Jimmy's gone and got himself a beautiful one on fly. Awesome, man. Awesome. So there is the fly that did the damage.
It's my little carp pattern.
Little chunk, man.
Nugget, hey?
Yeah.
Yep. He responded to that perfectly.
That was so cool watching him. Yeah, he's got the back Garmin here. He's on the live scope as well. I was just sitting down the back here and actually got to watch the fish eat the fly, which is super cool. Well done, that's awesome. So good to see it on the fly. So after Jimmy got his fish on fly, it was completely dark. So we'd had to do these screen recordings. As you can see here, my lure's landed out at 20 meters and Jimmy just told me to roll it just above the bottom because he could see the shimmer of the fish. I could not see the fish, but Jimmy's very in tune, and sure enough, the fish materializes out of the bottom. This is what they do a lot at Blowering. I haven't seen them do it at other dams, but they really sit really tight to the bottom. And unless you got a well-trained eye like Jimmy from being out there a lot, you miss a lot of fish. So Jimmy just got me to roll my lure just above the bottom, and as you can see, the fish comes out, has a fair look at my lure, but just doesn't want to eat it, which so often happens at Blowering, and we had a lot of this happen throughout the night. We then move on to another screen recorded clip here. Jimmy spots this fish right on the bottom. I didn't see it. Again, very close to the bottom, but he spotted that small little shine and movement on the bottom. So he gets me to cast my lure in again, wind it just above the bottom, and sure enough, the fish comes out, absolutely smashes the lure, and sadly doesn't hook up. You see my cast has just landed out at 26 meters there. You can get your lure just above the bottom. Jimmy just told me to slow roll it above the bottom until you see the fish come out. And when the fish comes out, speed up a little bit, hopefully trigger that bite. Quite often it doesn't, but in this case it does trigger the bite. The fish comes out, smashes the lure, and as you can see, makes a big commotion as he eats it, and the lure comes flying back out. Sadly, I missed this one, but the next fish we found did the exact same thing, and I hooked up. Alright, just hooked up big time. Feels big too. Feels like a really good one. Got it.
Well done, mate.
Beautiful. Thanks, mate.
Well done.
So fat. Yeah, it was awesome. We were casting at one fish, and this one just materialised out of nowhere and smoked it. Straight out of here. It's good. It's good. And to top the night off, we moved into a bit of shallower water where there was some weed and some cover, and Jimmy spotted this fish in the shallows and told me to cast the tremor at it. I cast the tremor at it and slow brought the tremor along the surface above the fish, and you can see the fish just starts to slowly move towards the lure and then shoots up and boofs the tremor. It was really cool to see a surface bite on the live. It's the first time it's happened to me, but again, sadly, look at the big boof explosion there. Again, sadly, the fish missed the hooks on the tremor, and I didn't get him, and he went back to the bottom and wouldn't bite again. Would have topped the night off this one, but it didn't matter. It was still a great night. That was a sick night session with Jimmy from Snowy Valleys Fly Fishing. He's just dropped me back at my boat now, but I got the two fish. He got the one on fly. I had another one come and smash it, missed the hook up. Got the footage of that, and then had the hit on top water, which was pretty sick. So plenty of action for an afternoon sesh. It was heaps of fun, but it's now 11:30. It's pretty late, so I'm gonna have something to eat quickly, and then I'm going to bed for 4 hours, and I'll get up at 4 in the morning and give them one last crack to try and get this metre plus fish. But it doesn't really matter anyway, being sick, heaps of action. Yeah, so I'll see you guys in the morning. Got one. Wasn't even watching the lure on the screen. Just a few fish in the area. I was actually letting it drop back down after rolling it a bit there. Doesn't feel massive. Small one again. Small lure one. Alright, there he is. Another super chunky little fish. Super chunky. What a little beauty. Absolutely inhaled that swim jig. Swim jig is gone. But I'm gonna get him back quick because I really want to try and get a big one this morning and it's getting light, so get him back. Chunk. Okay, so I came across this school of redfin as I was working my way along the bank for the morning, and I thought I'd just do a piece to tell you guys about the bait source in Blowering. Heaps of these schools of redfin, they generally all hang around out in about 10 meters of water. This is what they look like on the live technology, just a big bait ball. And then the other food source is there is heaps of massive carp inside Blowering. I'll just put a little bit of footage here of one of the massive free swimming carp, but between redfin and carp, it definitely seems like the fish have got a lot to eat in here, and they are very fat and healthy fish. So that's pretty much the main two food sources in Blowering. There is some trout and there is some crayfish as well, but I wouldn't mind betting that most of the cod are just eating these redfin and the carp. Alright, the dreaded sun has just popped over the horizon, which is never a good sign. Only that one fish right on first light. Seen a bunch of others. Cast a lot of the paddler. I did a lot of surface fishing and just no good on the surface, but that's okay. It would have been incredible if I got one, but keep plugging away for a couple of hours yet. Tougher morning, but still stoked to get that fish on first light. I was pretty bloody tired after only getting in at like 12 o'clock last night and then getting up at 4:30 again this morning. But yeah, it was awesome to get that fish on first light, but it wasn't a long session. It got light really quick. It felt like quite a quick session. Yeah, saw heaps of big ones, just didn't get a bite. Only that one bite from that fish right on first light, but that is all good. I think I've got a couple last shady banks way down there, so I'm gonna run down there, fish those, fish till about 9, 10 o'clock, and then I gotta head off. But I'll just give you a quick bit of information about Blowering Dam. Blowering Dam is part of the Snowy Hydro scheme, so the water levels do go up and down a lot here. Last night, while I was out with Jimmy, my boat went dry on the bank and was really hard to get off the bank. Like, that's how much the water is dropping at the moment. So if you get here and the water's dropping, it's not too bad of a thing. The fish is still biting it. The water here is probably the clearest cod water there is. I haven't fished a cod dam that has water this clear. Googong's really clear, but it has a tannin in it, whereas here it's just super clear. You can see a mile down, like 4 or 5 meters down. The fish will move for the lure further than I've ever seen from anywhere else. Like last night we were casting at fish, the lure was 5, 6 meters off the bottom and fish were racing up and grabbing it that we hadn't even seen. Like, yeah, it's crazy how clear the water is, and the fish will move a long way to eat the lure in here. Much more than they will in the other dams. So that's one thing I've noticed about it. Another thing I've also noticed is the fish seem to hang around in groups a lot here. If you've got one fish on the screen, you cast and quite often 2 or 3 will appear, or you'll see 2 or 3 moving together. I don't know if that's a springtime thing because I'm here in spring, or not, but definitely the fish are all together. It's also a very, very deep dam with not a lot of structure, so a lot of deep rock walls. There's a few shallow bays and stuff, plenty of shallows to still fish, but the majority of the dam is very deep and very open. Not a lot of timber, but a little bit, and the timber that you do find does seem to hold fish, especially the laydowns. If you find a laydown, definitely worth a cast, that's for sure. But yeah, absolutely beautiful dam to fish. Something about fishing in the clear water, really, really enjoyable. I did think the Blowering was going to be the really big fish spot, and I did think if I got a few fish here, I'd get a really big one. Certainly for me, doesn't seem like that. That's 5 fish in the boat now, not one over a meter, but I have seen some absolute giants on the screen. So there's fish of all sizes here, and there's plenty of fish. I would go as far to say, as far as numbers of fish, there's a lot in here. Not as many as Eildon, but there's still a lot of fish in here, a lot more than Burrinjuck, a lot more than I'd say Googong and a few of the other dams. But yeah, certainly plenty of fish in here. And that was something that I never thought was the case. I thought there was only a few fish in here and really big ones, but there's lots. Yeah, other than that, it is really prone to wind up here. I've had a beautiful forecast, and there's still been a bit of wind in the main basin, so you might want to watch it if it's a super windy forecast. Yeah, I'm gonna go fish these 1 or 2 last banks, see how I go down there. I'm not gonna fish for yellows. I'm just gonna have a quick look for cod, and then I'll do a bit of a gear run through and wrap up. But I'm gonna go check these banks out. I was hoping there'd be some shade left in this last bay on these banks here, but there's no shade. But I'll just quickly run through, have a last bit of a look. I just forgot to talk about angling pressure here, and I do think the angling pressure is reasonably high here. I've been here midweek and there's still at least 1 or 2 boats out cod fishing most days here in spring, so it's not really the peak time for cod fishing. I'd say it'd be busier in winter, but if you were coming on a weekend, you'd probably expect 5 or 10 boats to be on the water, and it's not a massive dam. You can drive around and fish all of it or look at all of it. So yeah, angling pressure here is quite high, but I will say it is great camping here. Lots of free camping around the banks, heaps of spots you can get in and camp on the water, and it's really, really nice. So great spot to come and camp for a weekend. This is how clear the water is. In 3 meters of water here, as you can see all the bushes and stuff down there. Alright, the live technology has been less important in Blowering than the other dams. As you can see, got that one blind casting this morning, and then had a few others just eat it out of nowhere. So I would say this dam is the go if you want to come blind casting. It's really good. The fish stick to the bottom and you just can't see them on the screen. That's it. Just ran through this bay and saw a couple of fish, but they did not want to bar me now that sun's up. So I'm going to head back, put the boat on the trailer and get out of here. But final wrap up. Really enjoyed my time fishing here at Blowering. Very enjoyable place to fish. It was great to catch up with Jimmy and see some new stuff. See him get that one on fly was awesome. That's something completely new to me. Sadly, I didn't get that meter plus fish, but that's not what it's all about. It's just about getting out here, having an awesome time. I managed to catch 5 Murray cod, which were all crackers. When you're catching them that size, it's just a matter of time until you get that metery, and just wasn't meant to be for me here today, and that's perfectly fine. I don't mind that. It's the first dam of this lake guide series that I've been to and haven't got a metery, and it's kind of nice to know that you can come and they can still kick your ass, and it just makes it that much more enjoyable when I get to come here again and hopefully catch one next time. But yeah, as I said, super fun dam to fish, super clear, really enjoyable, awesome camping around the bank. Yeah, it was awesome. But I'll just do a bit of a gear run through for you guys to finish off. And also, if you guys want to get in touch with Jimmy, yourself, to come out for a trip on the dam or go do some trout fly fishing in the river, I'll leave a link in the description to Jimmy's website. You can get onto him there. Great option if you want to come to Blowering and don't want to bring your boat. You can just jump in with him, or if you want to get a look at the live sonar setup for yourself and decide before you buy, you can come out with him and he'll show you all about it. He was really good on it and up to speed. But I'm gonna just do this final gear run through here, guys, and then I'm gonna get out of here. Marky Zing Gen 3 swim bait rod. Throwing the bigger baits with that. I definitely found they like the bigger baits in here. The Spinwright Swimjigs in 9 and 11 inch have been great. 300 size bait caster, spooled with 50 pound X Braid full drag. And I've actually dropped down to a 40 pound X Braid leader. Just the water's so clear in here, decided to drop down to 40 pound, and I'm using like 2 meters of 40 pound as well. But that's the setup. I got 2 of those. Just got the ballista tremor on the other one there, and that's what we had the surface buff on last night with Jimmy. So that's all the cod gear sorted, and the yellow rod. This is the yellow rod I was using. This is Marky Zing Extreme V3. This is the 762 SXL version, solid tip version. Really, really nice rod. It's rated 2 to 8 pound, great fun catching the yellows. Little 1000 reel, spooled with 16 pound X Braid pentagram. That stuff is super thin, super strong. And then I was just using the Spinwright grub and jig heads on just a couple of different little black plastics with a bit of scent. 10 pound fluorocarbon Ultraless leader. And that was what did the damage on the yellows. Little bit of fun during the day. Little bit of springtime fun, which was good. But yeah, that's pretty much the gear run through, guys. I appreciate you guys watching this series. It's been super fun to film. I've really enjoyed it. I've definitely now got to come back to Blowering and try and get the meter plus fish, but I'm not fussed when I do that. Maybe next season, maybe this season, I don't know. But I'm going to keep going to the dams and keep filming these Lake Guide series videos. So I appreciate all the support, guys. Thanks for the comments, thanks for the likes, and thanks for watching. And I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.